السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا ومولى الكونين رسول الثقلين جد الحسن والحسين بالقاسم المصطفى محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين المكرمين المطهرين المنتجبين المنتخبين والعاقبة للمتقين والجنة للمطيعين والنار للعاصين واللعنة الدائمة الباقية على أعدائهم من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه تبارك وتعالى في محكم كتابه الكريم وهو أصدق القائلين وقوله الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. كما قال عز شانه كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. سبحان من لا يخفى عليه اختلاف النيات ولا يعزب عنه معاصي العباد في الخلوات. سبحان الله الذي منه خلقة العباد وإليه المعاد. فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Dear brothers and sisters, we are talking about khushu in salah, and today inshallah we'll discuss Takbiratul Ehram. Last couple of weeks we discussed the importance of ikhlas, importance of niyyah in the namaz, and I told you according to the riwayat, according to the ayat, khulus in the niyat is everything. Niyat is khulus and khulus is niyat, and without khulus, without purity of the niyat, namaz is no namaz. Namaz is actually, a person has not started his namaz actually, and physically he would be performing namaz, but spiritually that namaz will have no effect on him. So that was Takbiratul Ehram. That was niyat. Now today we'll discuss Takbiratul Ehram. What is Takbiratul Ehram? Importance of Takbiratul Ehram, and how should we say Takbiratul Ehram in namaz? Because Takbiratul Ehram is the starting point of our journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because according to the riwayat, according to the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, As-salatu mi'rajul mu'min. Namaz is the mi'raj of a mu'min, mi'raj of a believer. So it is a journey. In a way, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that it is a journey that you are embarking on. So we should prepare for the Takbiratul Ihram ourselves. It's not any ordinary ritual. It's not an ordinary takbir that we sometimes say Allahu Akbar, but we don't mean it. No. When we say Takbiratul Ihram, we have to mean it. We have to mean that Allah is the greatest. Allahu Akbar means Allah is the greatest. Akbar, the greatest. So if we say with our tongue or verbally, Allah is the greatest, but in our heart we deem some other things, or we believe other things as the greatest or greater than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that takbir would be fake or false or of no significance and use, and thus our namaz will have no effect on us. And this is not my statement, inshallah. As we'll go through the khutbah, we'll see, according to ulama, takbir is actually a starting point, no, deciding point, whether our namaz will benefit us or not, will have any effect upon us or not. So takbir is very, very important. That's why you would have heard that whenever our Aimma alayhimus salam, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wanted to say the takbir, they would stop. They would stand still, and they would ponder, they would concentrate, they would focus, they would take their time before saying the takbir. And sometimes it is mentioned that an imam would say 6 times takbir, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, before finally saying the takbir for the namaz, because he is preparing himself for the final takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because it is actually, namaz is the ultimate ibadat, and it is actually the ibadat that gets us closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No other ibadat has this kind of effect on a person, because it has everything inside of it. That's why qurbatan Allah, when we say inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar, as-salatu mi'rajul mu'min, in qubilat qubila ma siwaha, in rudda ma siwaha, all these kinds of ahadith are telling us that this ibadat is the ultimate ibadat, the biggest of all the ibadat, ibadat. So we see how we should say Takbiratul Ehram. So when we are doing it, when we are saying Takbiratul Ehram, just give it a moment and try to reflect what you are doing, or I should try to reflect what I am actually doing. It's not an ordinary thing. It is nothing ordinary about. There is nothing ordinary about Takbiratul Ihram. Because, when we say Takbiratul Ihram, a number of things become haram upon us. Things which were halal for us become haram for us to perform or do. So, for example, it's just like ihram that we wear for the Hajj and Umrah. When we wear the ihram for Hajj and Umrah and we say the talbiyah, then a number of things become haram upon us. So Takbiratul ihram is from that. And it makes certain things haram for us, or haram upon us. What are those things? There are many, many things that become haram by saying the Takbiratul Ihram, but I will give you a few examples. Like, for example, moving here and there is allowed for us. We can walk and go anywhere where we want to go. But when we say Takbiratul Ihram, now normal movement is not allowed. You have to stand still. You have to stand, because you are standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, normal movement is not allowed. You cannot walk while you are praying. Okay, mustahab namaz is a different case. We are talking about wajib namaz. In wajib namaz, you cannot move willingly if you want to move. Otherwise, the moment you decide to move like this or this, namaz is batil. Automatically, namaz is batil. If you do it intentionally, or someone does it intentionally. So, walking is halal, allowed for us. But in namaz, no, it's not allowed. Eating and drinking. Normally, we can eat and drink anytime or anywhere we want to eat. But as soon as a person says, Allahu Akbar, now eating and drinking is haram for us. Talking, the thing that we do all the time. This is the thing that we do the most, actually, talking. But when we say Allahu Akbar, now talking is prohibited. You cannot talk with anybody. You cannot talk on your phone. That's why there is no point bringing our phones, switching them on in the masjid, because we have no use for the phones in the masjid. We should use our phones outside the masjid only. If, and I again repeat, I've said it before, and I'm saying it again now. If it is interfering with the namaz of some people, certain people, I can say very confidently, in certain cases, it could become haram, talking on the phone in the masjid. And this is not my fatwa. I can bring for you the fatwa also. Bringing the phone is okay, but talking on the phone and disturbing others, interfering, with the namaz of other people is haram. Like for example, in the khutbah, I am sure you know about it. During the khutbah, talking is haram if it disrupts others' concentration. For example, people are listening to the khutbah and someone is talking, or two people are talking. This talking is haram. This act is haram if it is disturbing others. Praying namaz during the khutbah is not allowed, because it is, in a way, namaz. In a way, these two khutbahs are in the place of 2 rakat namaz that we do not pray. We pray only 2 rakat on the Friday namaz, in the Friday namaz. So it is just like ihram. It makes certain things haram on us. So normally when we travel, I gave you the analogy of traveling. Namaz is a journey. Namaz is a journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just think, when we are traveling, do we carry everything that we have or that belongs to us with us? If you want to travel somewhere, do you carry everything that you possess with you? No, you do not carry everything. You take only the things that you need, things that are the most important, or the things that would make your journey easy. You cannot carry all your money in your pockets or with you. You cannot carry your house or business or children or family, anybody. You cannot carry with you these people or these things. You leave them behind. You focus on your destination. You want to reach where you want to reach. For example, your journey is to go to Tehran or for ziyarah to Mashhad. Your focus is just to go to Mashhad. You do not want to concentrate on any other thing. Similarly, in the namaz, when we embark on this journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to leave everything behind us. Because nothing is going to, influence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I am a rich person, if I am a billionaire, and I am standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not look at us how much I worth. No, He will see how much concentration this person has, how much tamarkus this person has, how much focus he has. If he does not have ikhlas or purity or khulus or tamarkus, nothing is going to help this person. So when we say Allahu Akbar, we should mean it. We should, just for your information, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not any ordinary comparable being or existence, wujud. Sometimes we think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is an ordinary being or existence or wujud. No, we cannot, according to Imam Ali alayhi salam, we cannot imagine Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We cannot even imagine His greatness. We cannot imagine, we cannot describe His greatness with our words. We cannot even think about His greatness. Our thoughts cannot reach His greatness. So there is nothing comparable to Him, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this universe, in this alam actually. Just imagine, He created this universe. And alhamdulillah, with the advancement of this science and cosmology, etc., we know there are billions of galaxies. And in each galaxy, there are billions of stars. And imagine, there are stars thousands of times bigger than our sun. They have recently discovered the biggest star in the universe, according in the galaxy, in our galaxy, the Milky Way. They have discovered, and it is thousands of times bigger than our sun. Imagine, thousands of times bigger than our sun. And now, compare our Earth with the sun that we have. Our Earth is millions of times smaller than the sun. And it is just like a speck. It's just like a dot. If you just draw a chart and you want to see how big is the Earth. It is just a dot in compared to our sun. And the sun is just like a dot in compared to some other suns which exist in this Milky Way, in this galaxy. And our galaxy is not just one galaxy. There are billions of galaxies in the whole universe. And now, imagine how insignificant and small I am in this world, in this earth, on this earth. Just imagine, you are flying over in the sky. Can you see me from the sky? Only 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometers up, 4,000, 5,000 feet. You cannot see. You cannot even see me. This is how small we are. This is our smallness. And see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created all these stars and galaxies, etc. in this universe. And the universe itself is so big, where these galaxies are small dots, you can say. The universe is so big. And so you should know that the creator of this universe is the greatest. So we are insignificant. We are actually nothing. We sometimes, think we are great. I have accomplished a lot. I have done, achieved a lot in my life. What have I achieved? How big I am? How powerful I am? How strong I am? I have no power. I have no strength. Trust me. When I'm saying I have no strength and power, I mean it. Why? Because just one flu, one cold and fever, small, for 3-4 days or 1 week, we are down. We can't do anything. We even lose the power to, decide, power to think. We are struggling with our flu, just small. We are not talking about big sicknesses and illnesses, ma'adallah. Just small flu breaks us down. We are nothing, actually. So just one headache, This Namrud, he thought he was God. He was a god. He used to call people to worship him. Namrud. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with one mosquito made him realize how big this God is. How big you are. Nothing. So when we say Allahu Akbar, we should think about all these things first. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest, and we are standing before him. He is the source of all powers. And this is what we say in Surah Ikhlas also. Allahu Samad. Allahu Samad means he is self-reliant. He is self-dependent. He is independent. The independent. There is no independent person or being in this world or in this universe. All are dependent on him. He is Samad. So there's a very good example one person gave. Ayatollah Qaraati, Hujjatul Islam Qaraati, he said, when an airplane leaves the ground and slowly goes up in the air, all the things of the ground slowly begin to look smaller and smaller until it reaches a stage, it is above the clouds, and it cannot even see what is below it, what is on the ground. It cannot see. In the same manner, when we start our journey of namaz, when we say Allahu Akbar, slowly we go up and up and up, and we reach the state where we only see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and all the worldly things on the ground in this world become negligent. insignificant for us. And this is how we should pray. And this is how our Imam alayhi salam used to pray. It is mentioned that Imam Ali alayhi salam, he was once struck by with an arrow, and it was difficult to get that arrow out of his leg. So the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, when Ali is praying, it is when it is possible for you to take out that arrow. Because then he does not have physical, existence. He's so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he does not feel anything. So this is how they removed that arrow from Imam Ali alayhi salam. So probably we cannot reach that stage, but we can try. We can try. We should try. Now I want to give you an opinion of one of the great ulama, Faiz Kashani. He says in his kitab Muhajjatul Bayda, if you feel the sweetness in your salat, which means when you feel that you are enjoying your salat, there are times when we enjoy our salat. We feel that really I am doing something good. Probably I'm adoring my Allah, I'm worshipping my Lord. It is when you should realize that you have said your takbir properly. Because if you have not said your takbir properly, realizing or recognizing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can never find sweetness in your namaz or ibadat. So takbir is the deciding point. Takbir is the starting point of our journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal 'asri innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa 'amilus salihat wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحليم الكريم غافر الذنب وقابل التوب وهو الغفور الرحيم سبحان من سبقت رحمته غضبه وبسط اليدين بالرحمة سبحان من لم يكلف نفسا إلا دون وسعها وعفى عن السيئات ولم يجاز بها سبحان من لا يزداد على معاصي العباد إلا كرما وجودا وعلى كثرة الذنوب إلا عفوا وصفحا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد النبي الرحمة سيد المرسلين صلى الله عليه وآله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى إمام المسلمين وقائد الغر المحجلين أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله عليه اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى سيدة نساء العالمين وبضعة خاتم النبيين سيدتنا فاطمة بنت رسول الله صلوات الله عليها اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى الحسن المجتبى والحسين الشهيد بكربلاء وعلي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي عليهم الصلاة والسلام اللهم صل على مولانا صاحب الزمان اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد باحي آثار البدع والطغيان هادم أبنية الشرك والنفاق حاسد فروع البغي والشقاق صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آبائه الكرام متصل الليالي والأيام اللهم عجل فرجه وسهل مخرجه واكحل ناظرنا بنظرة منا إليه واجعلنا من المستشهدين بين يديه وتفضل على أمرائنا المؤمنين بمزيد التوفيقات والزياد الإقبال وعلو الدرجات اللهم افعل بنا ما أنت أهله ولا تفعل بنا ما نحن أهله بجاه محمد وآله المعصومين صلوات الله عليهم أجمعين. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.